All right, let's dive in. We're heading to the deep, dark, freezing waters of Scotland to tackle one of the greatest mysteries ever told. We're talking, of course, about the story behind the legend of the Loch Ness Monster.
Okay, just imagine this for a second. We're all taught that the dinosaurs vanished, right? Wiped out 65 million years ago. But what if that's not the whole story? What if just one, ancient creature somehow survived? And what if it's been hiding out ever since, deep in a Scottish loch, totally hidden from the modern world?
You know, for the better part of 100 years, that's been the wild, incredible idea at the very heart of the Loch Ness legend. The story goes that somewhere in the depths of this huge, mysterious lake, there's a massive, long-necked creature living its life, seen only by a handful of lucky, or maybe unlucky, people.
And here's the crazy part. When people who claim they've seen something describe it, it almost always sounds like one particular creature, a plesiosaur. Now, this isn't some made-up monster. Plesiosaurs were very real marine reptiles with long necks, swimming around back when dinosaurs ruled the earth. The thought that one of them could still be alive in that loch? Well, that's what gives this legend its incredible power. So, for a long time, Nessie was pretty much just a local ghost story. You know, something whispered about in the Scottish Highlands. But then, one single piece of evidence surfaced, and it was about to blow this story up into a worldwide phenomenon.
The year is 1934. A photo gets published, and it's a bombshell. It was supposedly taken by a respected London surgeon, and it seemed to show the impossible. The head and long neck of some kind of creature, right there, breaking the surface of the loch. It was exactly what the legends described.
And the effect? Oh, it was instantaneous. It was massive. This one single image, this one picture, took a local folktale and launched it onto the global stage. Seriously, overnight, it felt like the entire world was buzzing about Nessie and asking, could there really be a living dinosaur in Scotland?
Okay, so now the whole world is hooked on this photo. And at that point, the scientific community kinda had to step in. They couldn't just ignore it anymore. It was time to put the eyewitness stories aside and bring in the big guns, the technology, to find out for sure what, if anything, was really down there.
So starting in the 1960s, expeditions got serious. They brought in advanced sonar scanners and swept the entire loch. And they found something. Well, sort of. The sonar picked up these large, moving objects deep down that they just couldn't explain. But, and this is a huge but, for all those weird pings on the screen, they never found a shred of physical evidence. No body, not a single bone, nothing. The hunt just made the mystery even deeper.
All right, so for decades, the whole legend stood on two main pillars, right? You had those strange sonar readings, and you had that incredible surgeon's photograph. But one of those pillars, the very foundation of the modern Nessie myth, was about to crumble. The story behind that photo was about to take a shocking twist.
And it took a while. Not until 1994, a full 60 years after that picture captivated the world, did the truth finally surface. And when it did, the biggest piece of evidence for the Loch Ness Monster was about to get completely demolished. It was a fake. The whole thing. That iconic photograph, the image that launched 1,000 monster hunts and ignited the world's imagination, was a total, deliberate hoax. And the story behind the hoax is almost as wild as the legend itself. So what was that creature in the photo? Get this, it was a little model, probably a modified toy, stuck onto a toy submarine. It was all just a clever prank, cooked up by a guy who wanted to get revenge on a newspaper that had made fun of him. A simple prank that managed to fool the entire world for more than half a century. Incredible.
So, okay, the photo's a fake. Case closed, right? You'd think the story would just die, but it didn't. Not even close. And that brings us to what might be the most interesting question of all. If the best evidence was a lie, why do we still talk about the Loch Ness Monster? Why does this legend refuse to go away? Well, it's not a simple answer. For starters, people still report seeing strange things in the loch, even today. And remember those weird sonar readings from the 60s? Nobody's ever really explained those away. You've still got dedicated monster hunters out there, right now, searching the water, absolutely convinced something is down there. But maybe the biggest reason is just us. We love a good mystery, don't we? There's something so alluring about the great unknown.
So that's where we are. You have to decide for yourself. Is the Loch Ness Monster a real unsolved mystery, fueled by unexplained sightings and weird sonar data? Or is it just a powerful story, a legend so captivating that we just can't bring ourselves to let it die? All the facts are on the table. The only question left is, what do you think?